whether it is in medical services, educational services, touristic services. These are quite important.
But yet you can't deny from the Lebanon perspective, there is a fundamental weakness of the, you talk about the geographic location, it is as much regarded as a fragility and a weakness to the opportunity of Lebanon as it is a strength. Your neighbors have been about your opportunity and your curse to an extent.
Well, I have learned it the hard way that is always one has to really see how to draw from a problem situation an opportunity. And really Lebanon has by all means suffered from the regional conflicts, from the Arab-Israeli conflict, and we have suffered a great deal, our infrastructure, our, let's say, development. We have lost a great deal of opportunities over the past few decades. But Lebanon at the same time has proven to be enjoying a high degree of resiliency. And at the same time in developing its status in the minds and the conscience of the Arabs as a whole, in being a country not only that is reduced to mere numbers of 10,000 square kilometers and 4 million people. Lebanon effectively is a way of life in the Arab world. And that's why people really look at Lebanon, despite all the problems that we have experienced in the Arab world. They really like to really have some sort of a presence, and this helps in developing the business and the role of the city and being in Beirut or elsewhere actually in Lebanon, so that Lebanon ultimately can really emerge to have a status. I repeat, Lebanon is in no way trying to compete with Dubai. Dubai has managed over the years to develop its infrastructure and being able to attract a large group of people within the city of Dubai, and really to really become a real hub in terms of traffic into the country. And this by itself is creating a great deal of activity. But it doesn't mean that it is going, everything is going to be, let's say, centered around the city of Dubai.
Well, physical infrastructure may not be the answer to everything. Let's just, on that point, go to the floor. And if you might use the microphone, press the button, and introduce yourself. And
hi, my name is Dina Shiu. I'm from First Business, the newspaper. You touched upon the fact that the Middle East can cater for many gates. As you know, Dubai is the logistics center of the Middle East. Can Dubai and Beirut, or UAE and Lebanon, create a win-win situation for the logistic industry in this region? And in the long run, can the Middle East take Iraq, Iran, Kuwait for their strategic location as well?
just a note on these little microphones, don't be afraid to pick them up and pull them right towards you because they're quite friendly.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just summarize that question because I didn't quite grasp it myself?
Can you create a win-win situation where it's profitable for the logistic industry in Beirut, in Lebanon, as well as UAE? Because as you know, Dubai is logistic.
Yes. Lebanon's logistics infrastructure complementing Dubai's.
I always believed in this, and I still do. Dubai has already managed to emerge as an important center in terms of being able to have the logistics, the infrastructure, to attract companies, to become a real gateway in certain sectors, and really to provide these companies with whatever they need in terms of services. There are certain, let's say, lessons that one has to really draw from the problems that really Dubai suffered from during the past few years and from the international financial crisis that we determination of the, let's say, the Lebanese government to maintain its commitment to the reform program, and that will really facilitate for business to really be established in Lebanon, particularly those that can really benefit and take advantage of Lebanese human capital. There are certain matters that Lebanon is better fit, or Beirut is better fit to really handle, and at the same time, there are certain things that really can bring together Dubai and Beirut. And I think now you are seeing how many flights per day that there are between Dubai and the Emirates in general and Lebanon. At the same time, the connections that are taking place in terms of data, let's say, movement of data, transfer of data, and so on. And Lebanon has already made a great investment, which again Dubai is benefiting from, which is the new cable that will going to start soon between India, Middle East, and West Europe. So this again,
Telecommunications cable.
Telecommunication, yes. So this is in fact will be very helpful for the complementarity between Lebanon and Dubai. I really think that more has to really be based on this, and I think it is in the interest of both to do so. It is futile and cumbersome to really think of both of them competing with each other. Finally, at the end of the day, as I mentioned, it really counts how much every center, every gateway will manage to be competitive and cost-effective. So complementarity will be the name of the game in the coming period. And there is a great possibility for cooperation between the two centers.
Do we have a question popping up into the sorry, okay. Pull it right up to you.
Hi, my name is Ali Zahid. I work for RBS here in Dubai. Just wanted to ask His Excellency, following on this subject, and drawing from the model that Dubai has adopted of the creation of free zone or specialized zones, how important is that, in his opinion, to replicate that model in Lebanon, for example, such as logistics or information technology?
Well, you see, there are certain differences one has to really take in consideration in Lebanon. First of all, the size, the area. Lebanon, as a whole, is 10,000 square kilometers, and its area is very limited. And Lebanon, let's say, the decision process is in Lebanon different than the process that is in Dubai. The things that have, let's say, certain peculiarities in each country that one has to take in this in consideration. But let's say Lebanon, for example, has already approved the law that was ratified for the creation of a special free zone area in the city of Tripoli, which is in the real essence has already granted that zone a great deal of advantages in terms of really accelerating the process of taking decisions or giving exemptions and the like. And as you know, Tripoli and Beirut are very close to each other. And the importance of the city of Tripoli, because it is a city, it has a deep harbor in the city, and it is very close to an airport in the north of Lebanon. That means little things to really become